Hey, it's me, and I'm filming this video when I should be working on homework, but this is a very important matter that I have to tend to, and it's another tier list, as you can see. So, yeah, the effort is at an all-time high, and this is the most important one we've done so far. This is the chair tier list. This one's gonna be good, okay? I'm just gonna get directly into the chairs, okay? First, oh man, you got the bus stop benches. I gotta I gotta give these a B tier, honestly, because they're not really that comfortable. But they're a classic. They're a staple. Unlike this thing is not a classic or a staple, but I'm also giving it B tier because that would be way more comfortable to sit in, and it also looks way cooler. Next is this bench, the park bench, the classic park bench. That's an S tier. That is an S tier. I feel like I don't really have to explain myself. That's just the bench that you sit on. That when you're going for a walk, a run, or you're just in the park and you feel like sitting down and enjoying the day. You know, that's the bench. Yoga ball, A tier. A tier because they're fun and bouncy, but you can't really sit on them anywhere other than in your house. Unlike this bench. You know, I mean, you could uproot one and take it to your house. You could steal one. Um, Next up, we have this. Also an absolute classic, a legend of the chair community. The basic lawn chair. The basic foldable lawn chair. It's foldable, it's portable, it's comfortable. Um, I have nothing else to say about this chair. It has a cup holder. What else could you want? It's not heavy. It's perfect. Perfect chair. This thing? Oh, okay. So I feel like this is a C tier chair. Because it has a cushion, and it has the little footrest thing. But after a while, you'd get uncomfortable because there's no armrests. And you just want to get up and go sit on something more comfortable, like this bench or this chair. Or even this thing. Or even a yoga ball. Next up we have this thing. This weird thing. I've never sat in one of these. So, it doesn't look that comfortable, honestly. I mean, it looks like it probably bounce around. But if you did that, it would just fall over. It looks like there's not really any rooting. There's not any armrest at all. It's just a curvy piece of wood. I don't know who wants that. Another legend of the chair community, but unfortunately everyone outgrows them after a time. I have to give it a B for its classic chair-like charm. It's childlike wonder, but not A or S, because not everyone can use them forever. Unlike the undisputed park bench. Ooh, a couch? Just a regular sofa? That's gotta be an S tier as well. It's like the park bench, but it's bigger, it's softer, and it's in your house. This actually goes above the park bench, I think. I think that is the best seat. And if there's a seat on this list that is better than a sofa, I don't know. I don't know, man. Ooh, the same thing, but smaller. This is the thing that you put next to the couch, and your grandpa sits in it when you're having a family gathering. I gotta say, also S tier. Comfortable. Single person, so no one can sit next to you and be a human next to you. You know? Perfect. Perfect. This chair. This looks like a fine chair. Next up we have these metal chairs. Um, another well-known chair, but not a comfortable one, not a portable one, not a light one, not a comfortable one. I already said that. Doesn't matter. I believe this is the electric chair. I have to give this an F. I don't need to explain myself. A gaming chair? I gotta give this an S as well. You know, it's movable. It's comfortable. It has the neck rest thing. That is optional, by the way. It has the lumbar support. That is also optional. Optimal for gamers. It has the armrests. You know, what else could you want? Some of them even have like heating pads and cooling pads. I don't know about this one, but you know, gaming chairs, perfect. The homosexual chair, S tier. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm gonna put the homosexual chair in S tier. I love gay chairs. Um, I feel like this has the same thing going on that this does, but it has more curvature. It has more of a soft feeling to it that you can sit down in and you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is nice, but only for a certain amount of time because there's no cushioning. Moving on. Oh my goodness, this has to be an A tier, even though it's not sittable by us. That is the GOAT of the chair community. I know I've said a lot of things about chairs in the chair community, much as like the park bench, like this legend, but this, everyone knows this. This is perfect. An office chair. This is the chair that you always wanted to sit in class, but the teacher wouldn't get up. They wouldn't leave the classroom. They wouldn't leave their chair unattended, simply because it was too powerful. It was too majestic, too comfortable for them to get up. It grabbed them and it kept them there. You were never able to sit in it. And we all regret that. We all regret not being able to sit in our teachers' chairs. I still haven't done it. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, to myself, I'm sorry for myself. I'm sorry for anyone else who hasn't been able to sit in the teacher's chair. I just have to wonder what it feels like. And for that, it gets A tier. The mall massager chair, B tier. I've never been in one of these personally, but I think we've all seen that one clip of the grandma in that chair just moaning.
What the fuck?
Moaning as loud as she can in the mall, in the public mall. And I think if it's that powerful to elicit a response such as that from an old woman, I think that it deserves at least B tier. It would be higher, but unfortunately they're not mobile. You can't really get them in your home. You can only go to a mall, and you have to pay for them. So I'll actually knock it down to C tier because you have to pay for the chair. You don't have to pay for any other chair on this list. Ooh, these metal chairs. I gotta say A tier. Much like these metal chairs, they're pretty well known, but they are more well known. And they're foldable. You know, I mean, not the best, but it's a well-known chair. It's foldable, it's portable slightly, and, you know, it's a regular show reference. Ooh, the Minecraft stair block. Everyone knows that this can function as a chair if you really wanted to, if you really needed to, for scenic purposes. And I think I'll put it in B tier, because you can't actually sit on them in the game, but they make for a great visual things. And I actually think I'll knock down the Lego chair too, for the same reason. They're the same thing. Another office chair, but this one looks slightly less comfortable. You know, there's not really much I need to explain here. These ones have the connected arm rests. These ones don't. This one has the curved looking back. This one has a slightly left curved back. And this one has the cool little design, and this one doesn't. It's basically the same chair. I don't know why they're on here twice. Oh my god, the school chair. It's got an A, only because we all know that chair. It might have been a different color of blue. Mine are a different color of blue most of the time. But that may be the most well-known chair on this list. It is undisputedly, most people have sat in that chair. Most people, like Gen Z and below, maybe even millennials, I don't know what kind of chairs they had in school, sat in that chair. Okay? We all know that chair. I know that chair. I don't want to hear it. That is a goat of a chair. The only reason it's not getting S tier is because they're not very comfortable. This thing, I don't know what's wrong with this chair. I'm gonna put it in C tier. It has one leg. Like, it would have to be bolted to the ground. That's not a portable chair. But it also doesn't look like a chair you would find at a restaurant. Where would you find this chair? At least it has a cushion. That's the only reason it's not getting D tier. But I'm curious. The Outdoors plastic unfoldable lawn chair. Much like this chair. I don't know if you can see it very well. You can see it better if you hold on it and click it. This chair is another staple of chairs. I don't really think I have anything else to say. It's curved. You know, it has the armrests that are really comfortable. The only thing is, they can break pretty easily. But that's part of the experience, you know? That's part of that cathartic chair experience. That's part of what you get out of buying that chair is you sit in it for a while. It gets grass on it, it gets dirt on it, it gets dirty, it gets like that weird that weird feeling from the sun. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm talking about. And then one day the leg breaks and you can't use it anymore. And you just cry. You cry because you can't use that chair anymore. There might be different color variations too. Like it's honestly just a perfect chair. The wooden rocking chair, I'll give this an A. An A only because I feel like it's really hard to get them. Like they're like $300 at Cracker Barrel. Why are they that expensive? It's just a chair. You know, I mean, it's not like you're buying something. Actually, you know what? S tier, because part of what going to Cracker Barrel is sitting in one of those chairs outside at least like 10 times in your life. Every time you go to Cracker Barrel, and you just sit in that chair and you're like, yeah, I know what my life is gonna be like in 70 years, and you just imagine yourself as an old person sitting down in that chair, and you're like, I had a happy life, you know, it's time to pass on, sitting in this chair, and then you get up and you're like, oh, I'm still 12, you know, I'm still 10 years old. I'm gonna go order Kraft mac and cheese inside this Cracker Barrel and tell my dad that I don't want to eat his gross green vegetables because I'm a snotty 10-year-old. Moving on. The Bob. I have never sat in this chair, okay? I really wish I had, though. If I've sat in that chair, it would be getting S tier, because almost nothing in my mind can beat anything SpongeBob related. SpongeBob is peak. Up until like season 7, I'm gonna have to make a video on SpongeBob at some point, but up until like season 7, SpongeBob is the best thing ever created of all time. Moving on. It's the small wooden stool. I've sat on that small wooden stool. It's not very comfortable, but it's a classic, you know, same as this thing. Actually, this thing and this thing are pretty like closely related, except this one is more well known, I would say. It's more well known than this little thing. A royal throne. See, I've never been on a royal throne. Most people, all people would know what this is, though. You see that and you're like, oh, royalty sits on that chair. That is a royal chair. That's a rich chair. That chair owns money. That chair has a 401k. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't even have to worry about that because it's so rich. This is a good video. A toilet? S. I'm gonna move it all the way up here, too. And I'm not going to explain. I feel like I don't have to. That is a necessity in the modern age. Everyone uses that, whether it is standing or sitting, at least once a day. And if you're not, there's something wrong with you. It's your fault. It's not the toilet's fault. Without those, you would be in the woods doing your business. You would be not having a good time, okay? So, if we could all just take a moment, go just look at our toilet, go tell it thank you. Just go appreciate it for all the times that it's been there for us and all the times that we've sat there doom scrolling on our phones. Um same same deal with this one, you know? I mean, I can't say that as many people have sat on the Bonnie FNAF toilet, the withered Bonnie toilet, and I think I'm gonna give it a C tier, honestly. I love FNAF. I love toilets. I love FNAF toilets. I actually have that image saved on my phone with the caption, "The shit of 87." And I think that's a beautiful thing. But I've never sat on that chair personally. I've never sat on that toilet. I have never shat in the Bonnie toilet. And I think that if I can, when I can, it will move up to S. But for now, since it is not a staple of the chair community as much as the park bench, the gaming chair, the rocking chair, the outdoor unfoldable, almost unseeable right now lawn chair, it gets a C. A wheelchair, A tier. But because it's only a big part of certain people's lives, you know, like people who need wheelchairs, obviously, that would be an S tier for them. But like, I'm talking in general in the chair community. I'm not talking about things that I would sit on. I'm saying things that everyone would sit on, like couches or toilets or the park bench. You know, I'm never letting the park bench go. I love the park bench. And wheelchairs, like, are a big, huge part of wheelchair users' lives, obviously. But for most people, they're not. For most people, they probably haven't even sat in a wheelchair. I know I haven't. I certainly haven't. I want to. I want to know what it's like, you know, just pushing those wheels around. You feel really, um, honestly, a little bit guilty, a little bit sad for however long you're in that wheelchair, and then you get up and you're like, geez, I understand what they're going through. I understand what wheelchair users are going through. And then you forget about it 17 minutes later. Moving on. This is the chair. This is the chair. This is a chair. This is a wooden chair. And it might not be as accessible. It might not be like as foldable. It might not be as memorable. It might not even be as homosexual. But that's okay. Because out of all the chairs that I've mentioned today, out of all of the staples of the chair community, I'm going to use that phrase for as many times as I can. The red children's chair. The Minecraft stair block. The sofa. The toilet. And let's not forget the park bench. Out of all of those staples, this right here, this is the chair. It's the chair. And for that reason, it gets S tier. Moving on. We are not finishing this very strong. I mean, I guess it gives us our first D tier. It fills up the graph, you know. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I have nothing to say about this chair. That's just genuinely a disappointment. Who would make that? There's no armrests. The back isn't big enough. The legs are spread too far apart. That doesn't look like a fun time sitting on that chair. It looks like a better time sitting on this chair. It looks like a better time sitting in the electric chair. I mean, unless you're getting killed. Alright, that's the video. I hope you like my chair tier list. I hope you took this as seriously as I did. I hope that we can all just start thinking more about chairs. And remember, just go say thank you to your toilet. If you own a chair that looks like this, go sit in it. Go sit in it right now. I hope you're sitting in a chair while you watch this video. Whether that be the toilet or the couch. I just hope it wasn't your bed, because that's the only thing that wasn't on this list. Alright, goodbye. I'm probably gonna not edit this video for like 3 months, and it'll be out such a far time in the future. I'm tired. It's 3 a.m. I'm going to bed. Good night.